The Hoka Skyward X is the newest max cushioned carbon plated daily trainer from a brand that in my opinion hadn't quite hit the mark in the category, until now. While the likes of the Bondi X and Mach X left more to be desired, the Skyward X checks all of the boxes for me when it comes to comfort, responsiveness, and most importantly, fun. Hoka is on the board in the competition for Daily Trainer of 2024. What's going on, guys? My name is Chris. I am a YouTuber that likes to talk about running and running shoes, and today we are going to talk about the Hoka Skyward X. The Hoka Skyward X is a max stack height, max cushion, carbon plated daily trainer that offers a lot of cushioning, as is kind of standard with these giant stack heights. It is, in my opinion, a very squishy, comfy, responsive shoe. It's the kind of shoe I love to run in, and I was very happy to see that Hoka has finally created a monster giant shoe that doesn't kind of feel like a brick to run in. Let's get into the specs of the Hoka Skyward X, and I am just going to put the specs up on the screen, and that's just kind of how I'm going to do these from now on. I don't think you guys need me to read off the specs. I have found the Skyward X to be a very fun, exciting, perfect shoe, especially for me and where I'm at right now as a runner with somewhat of a running injury. This shoe has been great. I've been able to put over 60 miles in this over the last week and a half, 2 weeks or so before I had surgery. And I love this shoe. I can't wait to get healthy again and run in it some more. Before we get into the review of the Hoka Skyward X, I just want to say this is a shoe that I purchased with my own money. So Hoka did not send these to me. They have no sway over what I'm about to tell you or any of my thoughts or conclusions about this shoe. These are all just my own opinions, my own thoughts. Yeah, so there you have it. I will say, so when I saw screenshots of this shoe a couple of months ago, I saw that Hoka had a max stack height, max cushion, carbon plated, daily trainer, freakazoid kind of shoe coming out. I was excited. These are kind of my favorite kinds of shoes. Hoka did have the Bondi X last year. It might even been the year before. And I did give that shoe a try, but that was not a fun, cushy shoe at all. I mean, that was like running in a brick. I did not enjoy that shoe whatsoever. Super skeptical of Hoka creating another max cushion shoe, because that was technically a max cushion offering from Hoka and I did not like it. So super pleasantly surprised to say that this shoe is exactly what I was looking for. It does offer a lot of spring and a lot of cushion. It's something that when you put it on and step into it, you kind of sink down a little bit, but you feel it popping back up. It just feels really good and really fun to run in. That's kind of the big thing, is it's you're not going to PR in the shoe probably. It's a heavier shoe for sure. It is not made, I don't think, for race day. It's really for putting in the hard work, putting in the long miles, and I do think this is the kind of shoe that you'd want to do that. And again, I'm a huge fan of squishy giant shoes, and this is one of them. What's interesting is this is similar to, I would say, like the New Balance SE Trainer V1 and even V2. It kind of has that Grand Canyon Valley down the center that can be a rock magnet. I have not had that problem with the shoe yet. It's extremely insulated, I would say, so it has a really nice upper, a lot of cushioning, a lot of material there. You know, it's been kind of fair here in central Indiana, so I wouldn't say that I've been able to test this in hot conditions to see if my feet do warm up a bit. I would venture to say, while this is pretty breathable, it probably does hold in the heat a little bit more than some of your other daily trainers. but overall, very comfortable shoe. A shoe that I did not have to do runner's knot with. The lockdown was pretty great. I mean, out of the box, I put these on and I had a grin on my face. I just knew that this is going to be one of those really fun shoes. I would compare it to the Kinvara Pro. I compare it to, of course, the SC Trainer V1 and V2. I would say it's very similar to maybe the Super Blast a little bit. Super Blast is not carbon plated, but it kind of has that max stack height, but really fun and energetic feel to run in. And yeah, I just feel like the Skyward X is finally a solid base hit for Hoka when it comes to their weird shoe. This is like their weird shoe that works, I feel like. I will say that this is a shoe that I plan to keep using all the time. I mean, this is just such a fun shoe to run in. I have picked up the pace in this. I've definitely run some marathon pace efforts in some of my 6 mile, max long runs over the last couple of weeks because of the running injury. But I have found that this does want to go faster. I mean, it's got the winged carbon plate in there. It's not just a single piece of plate in there. It does have a proprietary shape that Hoka's come up with, similar to what you'll find in like the CLO X. What else? I mean, it's very similar to that shape, and I think it offers the same kind of feedback and propulsion when it comes to training in the shoe. So I'm excited to get healthier and run a solid long run in these. I did do a 10-mile long run, not last weekend because that was the first weekend post-surgery, but the weekend before with my running coach, and just a really fun shoe. And then I gotta say, I'm a fan of the freaky colorway. So very patriotic, but then they offer that kind of lime green outsole, and it's kind of your typical Hoka colorway these days, and I like it. I like it a lot. Very happy with the outcome here. I will say, I mean, with Hoka, but like the Mach X that came out last year, that was a shoe that I expected to be a lot of fun and snappy, especially because I like the Mach line, and it just didn't do that. And then again, with like the Bondi X, that was a shoe that I thought, okay, you add a carbon plate to the Bondi, like what could possibly go wrong? Maybe that means that it's going to be a little snappier. No, that was awful. I mean, it was just putting a piece of metal over the top of a max firm stack shoe, and didn't work. But with this, with the PIBA base foam, it pops, it's fun, it's squishy, it's comfy, it's everything I want in a running shoe. Again, I like these fat shoes, but they have to be responsive, they have to be fun. I love a shoe that it feels lighter to run in than it actually is when you hold it the first time, and that's this shoe. So anyways, guys, I would recommend this shoe for anybody. I think it's great for really easy tired leg kind of runs. I think it's great for marathon pace runs because you can turn up the speed in this a little bit because of that plate. It does offer some help, some of that pop on toe off. So it's going to be great for all of that. Probably not going to do, again, like race the actual marathon in this. Probably not going to do a track workout in this shoe. But even though Hoka has that commercial of like people just bolting around their, like science track on campus while they're testing it, that's cool. But I don't think I'm going to see anybody at my local track wearing these shoes. So really happy with the shoe, pleasantly surprised, glad that Hoka's kind of in the like Frankenstein, like fun shoe market now. Everyone's got their kind of weird shoe, and I think this is Hoka's, and I loved it. So those are my thoughts on the Hoka Skyward X. Really fun shoe, glad I've got it. You should pick it up. It's expensive. Hoka kind of, I feel like, charges a little on the higher end compared to other shoes in similar categories. I think it comes in at $220, and I would say there's a lot going on here, and I don't feel like it was overpriced. I mean, all shoes these days are pretty pricey, but in terms of what it is or where it fits at in the market, I think it's priced correct. It'd be great to see this at like 189 or something like that. That'd be fantastic, and maybe we will at some point. But anyways, super happy with it. You guys should go out and pick it up too. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on the shoe below. Also, guys, if you like this content, like this shoe review, please consider liking this video, subscribing to the channel, hitting the bell for notifications. I'm trying to ramp these videos back up. I know I've been gone for a while. Just had a lot going on when it comes to injuries. I just had 3 hernias repaired last week, and I scratched my cornea right after surgery. So I'm in a lot of pain right now. Might not seem like it, but I feel like I've been hit by a car. But I will get back to running as soon as I can. As always, have fun out there. Stay hydrated. Catch you on the flip side.